Hello everyone, today I'm going to be talking about the advent of code 2020, day 6. We are almost done our plane ride and they're giving everyone a questionnaire. We have to get the total number of unique responses to the questions within each group. So we could be in a party of 4, for example. We would have 4 people in our group. We each answer these yes or no questions, and then we want to record the number of unique responses. We do this for all groups, we sum the totals. That's what we are trying to do. So, suppose this is our data, and the first step I did is to format this data into something like this, into a list that is going to be easier to work with. So it's very similar to day 4, which was related to the passports. So we can have our group for line in data dot. So we're going to go through each line, remove the white space. If the line is not empty, like not a blank line, such as this line, this line, then we are going to append the information. Well, we can append that line, but what I would like to do is split that line, for example this line, into a, comma b, comma c. So I'm just going to have a function which does that. You can just return. Actually, we probably don't even need a function for that. It's pretty simple. So maybe we just do a list of this. Okay. And otherwise, it's an empty line. So if we have some existing data, let's append that to our overall array. I will add that here. And let's clear our group. And that will give us everything except perhaps the very last group. We could have some data when we finish parsing everything. So we're going to add that into our overall array, and we are done. So this will exactly give this kind of data after we have parsed it. Okay, so now that we have this, it's pretty straightforward. We want to calculate the total number of unique responses across all groups. So we're going to go for each group in the array. So my strategy here is to kind of flatten this array into like one list. So this would be a, comma b, comma a, comma c. One element. That's what I'm trying to do here. So for each person in our group, we can add to our list Okay, and now we want to know the number of unique responses in this list. So we can just take a set. The set is unique. And then we can get the length of the set. That will be the number of unique responses. We add that to our overall total, and we are done. Okay, so for part 2, we want to get the total number of common responses. So for example, here, we have an A here. We have an A here. That is one common response. Here, it's only one person, so all responses are common, so we would have 3 common responses. That's what we're trying to do. So, once again, we're going to have a total. We're going to go through each group in our array. I'm going to add it to a list, like I did again. Like I did last time in part 1. And okay, so now last time we wanted the number of unique responses. This time we want to calculate the number of common responses. So my strategy here is to create a frequency table. So what do I mean by frequency table? I mean, like, here we have two A's. We have one B and we have one C. So let's this will just join all the characters together into a string, which in retrospect, perhaps if I had not split the string in the first place, I would already have this string. But anyway, there is a counter function which will exactly count the number of occurrences of each character. So this will be like A2, B1, C1. That's what this is. Okay, then, but it's going to be a dictionary. So we can go through each of the items in this dictionary. And if the number of occurrences is exactly equal to the number of people in our group, that means that everyone answered the same for this part. So we have a common response, and we can update the total number of common responses by 1, and we are done. So that's it for day 6. Thank you for watching.